my dear friends, today we will talk about the circulatory system in humans, and this is the part 2. This has been taken from the transportation in organisms of class 7. In this part we will talk about the structure of heart, and the structure of heart in your textbook is been given like this, which seems to be very difficult for you all to draw. So in this video, let's draw together. All know to draw the typical shape of the heart, and that we will use it as the base. Divide this into two, the upper one smaller than the lower. The heart is tilted towards left, so we'll just erase the lower part and tilt the lower part towards a slight left side, and then finalize the upper margins also. The heart is divided into two parts by a very thick wall. So we'll draw this thick wall which divides the heart into left and right side. This thick wall is called as septum. Now this left and right side we will divide it into atrium and ventricle, as we all are mammals and we have 4 chambers. So with the help of this V shape, we'll just open V, you can say open V here, and just finalize the margins of these chambers. So these are also thick walled, just finalize the margins, and this will give you 4 chambers of the heart. Just keep the eraser with you so that we can just erase the extra marks here. So this is the left atrium. The lower part is left ventricle, as we have studied in part 1 circulatory system video. This is right ventricle, and the upper is right atrium. From the first part of circulatory system, we have studied that from the lungs, the blood flows to the heart through the pulmonary vein, which carries oxygenated blood, and from the heart, this oxygenated blood is distributed by arteries to all the body parts. Okay, so right now we will not touch the arteries, but we will draw pulmonary vein. So this pulmonary vein, 2 pulmonary vein, one from left and other from right lung, we have to draw. So this is pulmonary vein. Draw this pulmonary vein. I'm going a little bit fast, but you can pause the video and draw with me. So from the body parts, we have also studied that the deoxygenated blood is being all collected by veins. So let's draw veins. This vein is the larger vein, which is called as vena cavas. So 2 vena cavas, one bringing the blood from upper part and the other from the lower part of the body. The one which brings the blood from upper part is called as superior vena cava, and the one which is bringing the blood from lower part is called as inferior vena cava. So 2 vena cavas are bringing the blood, and the blood here is entering into the atriums. Okay, now from atrium the blood will enter into the ventricles, as we have already studied here. So I'm just drawing the arrows here to make it sure. And from heart, we all know that pulmonary artery take this deoxygenated blood. So just to draw pulmonary artery, we have to just draw a very thick blood vessels from the ventricle, the right ventricle, in the shape of T, just a T. Okay, one side going to the left and the other side going to the right lung. So it's going there. We can erase, always erase the extra lines here. So this is pulmonary artery, the only artery which carries the deoxygenated blood. Now let's draw the artery, and the largest artery we all know that it is aorta. So here I'm just drawing the half S from up. So just try to draw the half S. So here the S is entering into the left ventricle. We all know that the blood will flow from left ventricle to all the parts of the body, which will supply oxygen to all of it. And this is the largest artery of our body, that is the aorta. So here we can just draw the arrow to show the direction of the blood flow. And this aorta just go from behind, and it has to supply the blood to all the parts of the body. So you can just always make the branches here, which is supplying the body to which is supplying the blood to the arms and the upper part of the body. So always we can draw the branches, and this is aorta. Yes. And last but not the least, better color it. If you have time in exams also, just color it. The oxygenated part where the blood was there, it is always left side, so just color the left side with red, and the right side, which always have deoxygenated blood, just color it with blue. And the diagram is ready. I hope you have understood this diagram, and it will be now very easy to draw it. Practice it, and don't forget to subscribe the channel and like this video. Bye bye.